Muffin Man.
How can I have actual proof? I can tell you that I 100% did not do it. I can tell you that she said, I don't even know her husband's name.
Okay.
I mean, and I'd ask what I wouldn't have proof either, Trash Panda. I'm just saying that is kind of valid.
Well, I mean, I was just saying. I mean, I'll take that answer because, exactly. If I didn't do something, you're just going to have to trust my word because I don't have proof that I did or didn't because,
Right. I mean, I don't even know her husband's name. And honestly, I thought she wasn't married. I thought they were just, domestic partners. So I didn't even know that she was married.
Voices said, I thought there was a recording where Muffin admitted it. Has anybody heard that?
What about that? What about that 15-second Verizon call? That was one thing I was going to ask my Mittens, but you ahead of me. I let Trash Panda go.
Calm down, Hensley.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm excited. Like, hold on, we finally getting some answers. We've been trying to get answers.
Well, to be honest, that was going to be my next question because I just thought of that, but you got it right there. That's the next one. I'll mute.
So I will openly admit that yes, I threatened her because of everything that was posted and how hurt I was. I did threaten her. I did not threaten to unalive her. I threatened to beat her ass because she was behind this page and she was putting all these pictures of my family and everything on there. So yes, I did threaten her. I did not threaten to unalive her. I did not.
Oh, so now listen, I wasn't around then at all. Like I haven't even been on this side of TikTok for a year yet. So before you found out what was the other girl, you thought it was her? Is that what you mean? I'm just asking for me personally.
I'm being 100% honest. I had no idea who did this. Did I run around on this app and say it was you and you and you and you? 100%. Yes, I did. And
right. I get that.
And because I was so hurt, my son was overseas in Afghanistan, and that was my primary concern. Yes, I accused a lot of people. I then later went back and I did a public apology to everybody that I accused. And I told them, I am so sorry that I accused you. So then when it came out and said she did the page, and that was the phone conversation that everybody heard. Muffin Man, Wild Thing.
Quick question, and then I gotta drop. So I'm not trying to come off rude here, but I don't understand I'm bad. I feel bad at the fact that happened to you. But why is it okay that you sit with people that do the same thing? That understand the process, the thought process there of why you're okay with hosting lives where people do that.
So how do I know that, how do I know that that was done? I mean, I think Holly Mae said, I'm guilty by association, because I am friends with Bougie. I am friends with Moonbeam, and I am friends with them. So I guess I'm guilty by association.
Well, sometimes you host the lives, though, where that stuff is put out.
Well, it's been public information that has been posted on mine that has been in my live.
I guess my question would be, though, with you knowing how it felt, why would you stand and support people doing that in your presence, in your live?
But the information that
am I connected or am I not? Oh yeah, yeah.
The information that I have shared on my live has been public information, like from a court.
Not a security number.
I didn't share that on my live. I don't believe. That was not on my live. That was actually on Bougie's live.
But you still supported it and sit there, even if it wasn't on your live, whether it was or not.
Well, and then turned around and did it to someone else, even in other people's lives. I think we'd feel a little more sorry for you if you were a little innocent, but
I mean, you can form your own opinion about me, and that's fine.
It's not an opinion.
Like I said, I have
We've
nothing to
noticed
hide.
it. Like this is you sat there with other people doing the same thing. Like, and again, I feel bad for what happened to you. I feel bad for anybody that goes through that. But the problem is you want us to be woe is you when you do it, when you allow it to be done to others, and then you let Shannon come up and say, well, put your friends in check, people. Hello.
Listen, this is not about what Bushi does. This is about what happened to me and my story. That's what
You're
this
right.
is about.
You're right.
So
It is.
As
But
far as
please understand,
you coming out
Wait,
tonight
wait.
about this and mentioning
Let's
Retina's
stay on track, guys.
post, why did it take Retina's post? Because that's simply kind of Retina kind of questioning what's going on, but really it's more for court and judges to figure out. So why come out tonight with it?
because Voices had a chat live today that I was a part of,
Yeah.
and I wanted my story heard. I mean, I wanted my story heard. I've been preaching this for a year and a half, and Muffin Man keeps saying, my attorney's handling it, the cops are handling it. So if I'm guilty of this, and this has been going on for a year and a half, why have I not been served anything? Why has nobody showed up to my house? Why is
But
you
if
know,
you're not guilty of anything, why show all that proof of all of that?
Well, can I?
If you're innocent,
Wait,
you
Grandma.
wouldn't have to show anything.
No, she was
No, I definitely understand why.
she was showing her doxing page, Grandma.
Right. Personally, to me, I understand why leather showed.
Yes, me too.
You know what I'm saying? But it has so leather showing whatever she showed for proof on her being doxed and her having a doxing page again has nothing to do with Retina's video, because Retina, as well as myself,
Right.
nobody's asking the question of the tit for tat or what you guys went through or your past. Muffin Man, that you both have been speaking on this situation. You both have been saying stuff, and on both sides, shit don't add up, which creates and causes people to have questions, right? So Retina made a video to ask the questions because Muffin Man stated something about Verizon, and it didn't sit
having
right.
a 15-second call, and the phone company could not. She didn't have the phone records, but they were given to the police.
Yeah, that the attorney did. That the attorney got the phone call. First off, my question to that is, how the fuck did they know what phone call to get if you didn't get it for them? Second off, there's a lot of questions when it comes to that. But what spiked my spidey senses was when you went live, Leather and Lace, and you said that you had no contact information on Muffin or the Wild Thing, but then it showed up on your TikTok. Well, Bougie showed it, so maybe it was Bougie's TikTok where it's in whoever's contact. Whoever
Yes.
took
Now-
that
in the contact.
screenshot,
Now,
it's showing.
Leather did say in her live that she had Muffin Man's contact, and I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. I didn't know
Right.
if that would
do.
connect the
I
Wild
do.
Thing or not, but
And that's crazy. Also, one thing I want to make clear, I don't do the real life shit. So when Muffin Man was talking about Wisconsin and all that, I had no idea that she was talking about your husband. Second off, when I was in that live, anyone who was in that live was like, Holly, you're thinking too much into it. But I was like, no, bitch, why are you giving my coordinates? You know what I mean? You coming over? Like, I was definitely thrown off on that. I don't do the real life with the court and all that shit. For one, I ain't got the money. For two, I ain't got the time. If I'm going to get in, go ahead.
Well,
Get in, go ahead.
it
No, I just got it recently when she accused me of this page with these half naked children. That I just got an attorney recently. I just 100%. And he even advised me, let's just hold off. Let's just see if she mentions your name again or accuses you again or whatever. And if it does, then you could pay your retaining fee and we'll move forward. I didn't want to drop that it was like $2,900. I didn't want to drop that. I work hard for my money. But I did it to protect myself. The other stuff from a year ago, I just filed police reports. And I just made reports because somebody did show up to my house. And yes, they did go real life. They did go to my husband's job. Yes, that happened. And so, yes, to protect me, I filed police reports every time it happened. But did I go through the legal system and all that? No, I ain't got money for all that.
So as far as knowing how bad things can get when you go back and forth with people online, do you think maybe it's time to take a break because people really aren't doing, some people really aren't doing anything to you?
Girl,
aren't we a little too old for all this?
Grandma is dancing around it. Why are you fucking with Sheila in her real life and talking about her real life?
She apologized.
Knowing how it feels.
You know what I'm saying? And also too, listen, when me and you first came to the scene, I stated several times on my live, me and Bougie, we got a history. You know what I'm saying? Not like a real history, but like I couldn't stand her from the day I met her. It is what it is.
Well, I mean, I've got history with her, like
my issue with you,
solid evidence.
Yeah, my issue. So, girl, I got evidence to show why I don't fuck with Bougie.
Oh yeah,
Do
I know
I not?
you do.
Do I hate her? No. But do I dislike her? Yes.
Yes.
Would I not fuck with her? Yes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because of the shit I seen for myself. Not because of what Slot said, like she tried to tell people. Not because of none of that. And there's one reason I will forever hold on to, and Bougie knows what it is. But my issue with you, Leather and Lace, did not come from because you fit with her. You know how many people I talk to that fit with Bougie? Anybody who comes on my fucking live. You know what I'm saying? I do it publicly. I don't have background conversations with people. But I kept saying, this started with us over here because Bubbles was streaming to see the proof that Bougie claimed she had. We know Bougie don't like us. So when Bougie was naming Bubbles and Tara Tinkler and all them for you guys to block, not only were you guys blocking them, but you guys were talking shit before you blocked them first. Which, okay, fine, whatever. But then you guys doubled down, and I'm saying you guys, meaning you and Shannon specifically, doubled down before you guys would end a live and talk about, yeah, because I'm riding with my bitch Bougie, and then you ran with the story that we don't like you because of Bougie. That's not true. You started talking shit, and then started coming after Sheila's real life, talking about her living situation, her kid, all type of stuff. You can, like I always said, if you download your lives and download my lives or Sheila's lives and compare, you will see nobody's going at you below the belt over here. And bald-headed is not my name, girl. I call everybody bald-headed. Hell, I call myself bald-headed.
Well, I never ever said that to you. That was awful. And I did apologize to her today. And I told Sheila, I will never ever speak her name. I will never ever allow anybody in my life to speak her name. That was wrong on so many levels. I know how it feels, and I shouldn't have dropped to that level. And I truly apologize.
I did tell you I'd show you this screenshot, Leather, where you mentioned my son's name and Mallory's. There it is. I just wanted you to see it. Like I said, my son struggles enough since he was overseas, and it does hurt, and I know that pain.
100%.
So I guess it's even more shocking,
Right.
But I did tell you I'd show it to you, so I wanted you to see it.
Why all the body shaming though when women are supposed to build women up? Why all the body shaming? You don't know who I am or what I
That we
look
can
like.
get over. That we can get over.
Yeah,
It's just the
Grandma,
blatant
yeah.
lies and bullshit back and forth
But
constantly.
hold on. So, listen.
I mean, they just got to grow up.
Right. But here's my thing, and I'm an asshole, fine. People don't like me, fine. But I fully stand by this. I understand that you're saying you're sorry, Leather. For real, I get it. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I feel like, okay, so I take me out the picture, and the next person you get into it with, and the only reason why I say that is because you just showed you and Muffins back and forth from the last year, and I mean, if it's not Muffin, it's somebody else. And I'm not saying that you're this horrible fucking person, you deserve to be crucified or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, apologies don't mean shit to me when the behaviors continue to be the same, just with different people. Just like if I were to say sorry to you, which I'm not, but if I were to tell you sorry and then I went off and got into it with somebody else and said the same shit I said to you or did the same shit I did to you, which I didn't do nothing but talk shit, but if I continue to do that, you would be like, bitch, I ain't taking your sorry. We don't have to sit at the same table at the restaurant to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
but
don't care what you do on the app. None of that. Me personally, Shannon, you, Bougie for sure. You guys can save your sorries when it comes to me because I don't give a fuck about them. You guys, I don't, and that don't mean that I'm gonna continue talking shit or I'm gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? The most important thing is this profile with children on it. I don't care whose children it is. When it comes to kids, everybody should stand the fuck together and find out or shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the kids and the back and forth on you guys being blamed or you're being blamed and you're blaming her and it's crazy and it is sick. Whoever's behind that, especially when they're offering more pictures. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that is making my mind go like,
She
what the fuck
dropped.
is you're
She
showing?
dropped.
It might have not been her.
Okay, but so this is what got me thinking and my little wheel spinning. So she showed that she had these profiles made on her a year ago, showed proof of it, showed proof Muffin was behind it, all the things. And now a year later, right? Or almost a year later, or 2 years later, or whatever,
Wait,
Muffin's got the same profile
wait,
type feels
wait a
happening.
minute. Wait, Holly Mae. Steph, if anybody, I unblocked Leather. She was in here. I don't know why someone blocked her, but I unblocked her because everybody was having a conversation. So if someone
But
can share back to,
you get what I'm saying? Like it sounds. Here's the only difference between and Muffin. If you're listening, I mean
Why
this with
would a mod?
my whole chest, my whole chest. The only difference between you and Leather in this situation right now at this very moment, Leather showed proof that you were behind her
I
doxing.
unblocked her, Nikki.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got the same pages that are basically the same, only yours are going to higher extremes to be in the know. You know, I don't know. All I know is like this shit is crazy, and I encourage everybody to ask the questions because one way or another, the motherfucking truth is gonna come out.
It's the hamster wheel.
Hensley, it was an accident, honest accident.
Oh,
Twisted
okay, I
Crown.
gotcha.
Sorry, Leather. That was an accident by one of my mods. I immediately, I unblocked you. I unblocked your Leather. I told someone to share it back to you. I apologize.
Yeah,
It's a
I
hamster
don't
wheel of
understand why
repeated.
Muffin isn't around either. That is my biggest question. Because if it was my kids, and I had went to a million lives talking about this subject a million times, when the answers were coming out and my friends were questioning things, I would absolutely make an appearance and be in the box.
Well, the thing is, if the police are involved and the lawyers are involved, why is anybody talking online whatsoever about it?
Well, before that gets thrown on any of us nosy neighbors, people like you, me, anybody in the chat, it's the people that are involved that brought it to the
That
app,
keep
bring
talking
it to
about
the
it.
app, and
Yes.
Muffin has
Right.
spoke about it several times. She even went into
No, I know.
Daddy's
Yeah, that's
live
what I mean.
Well,
and
and
asked
Leather has
people to
stated she
record
hasn't been
report
served.
them.
Sorry, Leather. That was an accident
Oh,
by a
that's
mod.
okay.
I unblocked you
Leather stated she
immediately.
hasn't been served with anything. So as long as Leather
Yeah, and
hasn't been served
neither,
with anything, she can talk.
but if
I
they
have
plan on doing this, neither party should talk about it.
the only thing I have said about it is I have said every time that it gets brought up, please go report that page. Please send an email to TikTok Legal. please get that page taken down because it is gross. It is disgusting, and nobody's children
And you
deserve.
have said that. I
We be
said it while
screaming,
you were
girl. We
live.
hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we be streaming when you, yeah.
Please report it because it's just disgusting. When my child was overseas on deployment and his picture was put up there, I was scared to death something was going to happen to him. So I know
And
how
like I
that
told
feels.
someone earlier, unless you've had a child overseas, a lot of people cannot relate to that feeling. It's an awful feeling. I was not the same person while my son was over there. It's awful.
Mine has
So
been deployed 5 times, so I'm a nut job. Sorry.
have you ever made a page on Muffin Man Leather by
Absolutely.
chance?
No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
Not in IG.
On IG, no.
I was just wanting to make sure Heather and I don't know if Mother's going to be there or not, but I invited her. So all of this, and I don't know if you two can be in the same, in the same live or not, or what have you. But I was wondering about that recording you said you had and was going to send to me.
Yeah,
Or
I
Muffin.
told you to send me a DM with your IG and I'll send it to you, but I played it on my live.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
in all fairness, it was very hard for us to hear. So just so if you get asked from our side, that's why, because it was very hard for us to hear.
But even though
Okay. I'll send
was
it.
that a recording of Muffin admitting to doing doxing pages on you or the children? Like I'm confused on that.
It was me and it was my friend Kate and her small child, under the age of 2 child. And Julianne, they dug this stuff up on Facebook, TikTok, even IG, and they gave her the pictures. And then when she stopped posting the pictures, and then they kicked her out of the Discord.
Okay, and then when when this page came down or got caught or whatever got found out, is that when these profiles came?
I don't know when her page.
Can you guys hear me or am I echoing?
No, we got you now.
I hear you.
Okay, is that when these profiles came out about Muffin Man? When did these profiles come out about her kids?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I was window licking and I heard her talking about her children have been posted, half dressed. And I mean, that's when I found out about it. But she doesn't deserve that. That's terrible.
Right. Nobody deserves that. That's why we get so
Was this
upset when
recent?
you lump us all in.
And girl, I be trying to tell Shannon when she's streaming this, but she don't never fucking listen.
Yeah.
So,
But are these profiles recent or are they old? Does anybody know?
From what I've been told and what I've heard, the Muffin Man ones are recent. That is what the big deal she about was these accounts. They're recent. They're popping up. There's so many of them. That's just what I got out of it.
So Leather, I only have one issue, and here is that me and someone were doxxed, and it just kind of like I know that you've said that you were doxxed, and I know deep down how that felt, and so it kind of like it's a jolt to your body. But girl, let me do something first. I ain't even gonna do nothing to get doxxed. Y'all just doxed me.
Stop doxing her for no reason.
Well, and that's what I was saying about lumping us in. They just lumped us all in together. All of a sudden, I was a bad person, Holly, and yes, we talked shit, but we only talked shit when we was talked shit upon. We just answered the shit we was talked about.
I mean, we were all being very childish. I mean, it's just,
You're right. You're right.
we were all being very,
No,
very childish.
no,
Yeah,
you're
but
not right. No,
I
wait a
know
minute. I'm
dogs
not
and I
trying to
never
be funny.
talk shit.
Wait
I
a minute. I'm not trying to be funny. I promise you I'm
Sarah,
not.
I think she's
But
sick.
we've been like, yeah, you're right. The talking shit back and forth is childish. Yes.
But we ain't
But
doxed or done
y'all were
nothing.
doxxed for doing not a fucking thing but being in the boxes of Sheila and me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny.
That's what I'm
Leatherhead,
saying.
but
Let me do something before you start. I mean, I don't agree with it, but shit, let me do something.
I get it. I get it. And like I said, the behavior, the only way you're going to see difference is change behavior. And I mean, I will display change behavior. So, I mean, I'm done. I'm done with it. Okay. I'm done.
Like, you
I
can
don't
talk
want
shit about me all day long, just don't dox us. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's all good, all in fun. You know what I mean, Creepy?
I don't agree with a lot of the things, and I know how it feels. And everybody's asking why I sound the way I do. I have had the flu for like 2 months, and I can't get rid of it. But I'm done. I'm just done, and I just don't want anybody talking on me or dox me. Please, from the bottom of my heart, please don't dox me anymore. That's all I ask. I will never ever dox anybody. I will stand by that. I will never allow anybody to dox anybody. It's just the toxicity is it's going away on my part, and I can only speak for me.
It's heavy. It's a heavy thing to have around you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm sorry. I'm
this
sorry
is so
to
many
everybody.
trolls on the app because you know what I'm saying? People don't want to go on the app, and everybody likes drama. Let's be for real. Everybody likes to be entertained with watching the drama and being invested in all the things.
Oh, sure,
But just
sure.
because people are in boxes like Shannon, Megan, Bougie, you are, and Mallory are the only 5 that can say that I talk shit on them. I don't talk shit about the people in your boxes because I don't care who sits with you guys. I got people in my lives and Sheila's live that are on in your lives and in our lives. And that Jana girl was never a stream of doxing Sheila. And I know that you're saying sorry for it, but I'm just trying to make the and Bougie running around claiming that I doxed her daughter or
What, couple of months now? Couple, 3 months
exactly.
now?
Exactly. She got a history, honey. She didn't come on this app just randomly and people start coming at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get you to not like that girl or nothing. I'm just telling you pay attention.
I mean,
Seriously, you're in the shit over here on this side because Bougie included you guys. She inserted you guys. She inserted Shannon and Megan and Mallory and you. She inserted it. She did that. Bougie did that.
We never mentioned you all, not
We
one
didn't even
time.
know you guys.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, Bougie needs to take accountability for what she has done. I'm taking accountability for what I have
We got you.
done.
We're just letting you know. We just, we heard
Yeah,
your story. You can hear ours,
I haven't known her that long. I 100% have not known her that long. Maybe 3 months at the max. I don't know anything about the whole slot thing. I don't know any of that. So, I kind of went into it blind. But I mean, I'm her friend, and I don't
I
know.
suggest you do some investigative work. There's a lot out there.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
maybe Leather and
ultimately,
Lace.
that's her choice.
Yeah, or maybe Leather and Lace. It's just my suggestion. You don't have to take it because I know I talk slow and all. But that was a joke. But if she's bashing somebody, maybe not bash with her. Because I've never bashed you. I've never even bashed Bougie.
She has said things about me. Have they been horrible? No. I make jokes about it, about being the mayor. I mean, you did call me ugly last night, no big deal. But I got doxxed, and I never said anything negative to anybody. They put my whole last name out there, which is fine. I locked everything down. I mean, they can search
I
me if they
was.
want, but I just think maybe don't co-sign with the things that she's saying, because once you co-sign with that bad behavior, then you're just as bad as that person.
Right. It couldn't have been last night because I was not live last night.
May I just say one
Other
thing
night
really
before.
quick?
Sure.
Sure, Megan, go ahead.
Is that okay? No, so first of all, I think it was really nice of you to come over. I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but I think it is really nice. I think this is a starting point for all of the ladies who are involved, just to kind of attempt to be in the same space and try to move forward in a positive direction. That's not healthy for
Right.
anyone. And I do know that a lot of people are sick. I know Classic Philly's sick. I know Leather's sick. So me being a dork, I'm just going to tell you all, there's a thing called liquid IVs. They're wellness strips. You can just sign up for them, and it's literally a liquid IV, but it's a super vitamin. They're under $200, and that's what a lot of our adult clients are taking, not our pediatrics, but a lot of our adult clients are taking liquid IVs. It's vitamin B complex, NAD, vitamin C, and B12. So I just hope you feel better. It is dragging out for a lot of people. It's shitty when you're sick. It's going to be a long winter. And I'm proud of all of you having an adult conversation about this right now, because hopefully everybody just agrees to just move forward in a good direction, and hopefully they're able to solve it.
Right.
Thank you.
Also, I'm not asking you to take accountability for Bougie, not at all, because I mean, that's on her. Only her, the truth will set her free. Okay, we've been waiting for that since before we ever got in contact with your guys' side of TikTok. So I don't see that happening. But, like, if you want to know the root of how we came around, Bougie, and her ass knows that.
I don't know any of
But
that.
here's the difference.
Like,
Here's
y'all be
the
talking
thing.
about.
Here's
Well,
the
I
thing,
don't know
though,
anything
Heather.
about.
Here's the thing, though. I don't know anything about you and Muffin Man. I don't know any of your history. Neither does Ratina. Neither does Sheila. None of us. But you see, when we started seeing, when we heard the stories and shit like that, and how horrible you were and all the things, nobody fell in line over on this side. We start asking questions instead
Yep, we
to
kept
our own
asking
people.
questions.
To our own people. We didn't ask questions about you guys. We asked the questions to the ones that are over on our side, who are over in our lives, who are in our boxes. Because if something don't add up, I'm gonna question it until it does. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
I agree.
I didn't go after you and say she's making kids profiles and stuff like that. Never. Nobody over here did. Instead, we started asking questions to what we were being told by Muffin Man. And I'm not accusing Muffin Man of doing that shit, none of that. And when I stated there's either one or two ways that's gonna end up happening with this whole ordeal. And it's either you're a sick motherfucker for doing that to a woman and a mother and trying to put her in a situation, making it look like a loving mother would do some sick shit like that, or a mother is sick as fuck trying to get some clicks and views on some sick shit like that. There's
And
no
it
way.
could be a
There's
third
no.
party to
Well, if
try to
it's a
make it
third
look
party,
like, you know?
right, and it could be a third party at that, where neither one of you guys know who it is, but it's gonna get found out. You know what I'm saying? People can't wear masks for too long before they fall off.
Right. And I can't wait, for me to be cleared of all this mess, because that's the shit that you can take to the FBI and they can pinpoint that person. Like that's the kind of shit you can do, because it's gross. I mean, it's awful. So,
My adult
and I
photo
hope
had been
you take
posted,
that
I'd be
out.
at the FBI. I'd be having the FBI search for it. That's just me. Like I mean, maybe I'm different. I know. I don't know.
All it takes is a VPN.
I mean, it's
Right.
I don't know.
Go to your local FBI and say, look, my children are being posted. Please help me do something about this. Report it. And just, I mean, it's gross. I'm 100%. This is awful. And then nobody should have to go through this. And when somebody on her side reached out to me because they have had on the back conversations, she said, I believe it's Muffin Man making these pages. I do. So
I just got a quick question, and I'm being respectful. But leather and lace. Do you agree with Bougie speaking on a minor child, and agree with Shannon wanting to show the said minor child's letter?
Wicked, Bougie needs to stand on her feet with that.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to stand on, I mean, the questions, she needs to answer those questions for y'all.
Right. Well, I
Leather
get that.
wasn't even in a box when all that was going on.
She needs to stand and take what she has done. I don't have anything to do with what she has done. Have I talked the shit? Well, of course. Have I played it up? Of course. But I did not. She needs to stand on what she has done.
Right. No, I get that. I absolutely get that. I do know that Shannon now is threatening to show that said letter, which is,
Do I agree with that? Yeah. Do I agree with that? 100% no. I mean, this is something intimate between this child's father and this child and the mother of this child. Does it need to come to TikTok? Look, no. Let's leave that as being, that is intimate conversations that does not need to be posted on this app.
yeah, exactly. I agree with you on that. I think that, I mean, I'll be honest with you, all children should be left out of it, period. If
Regardless of age.
exactly, no matter what the age is, all kids should be left out of it. If you have beef with someone on here, which I've not been on here in a day or two, 'cause I took a break. I have to take a break every so often. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't sit on this app like that. But
I agree, Otis.
But
I do think everyone does need to realize each person needs to be held accountable for their actions. Like
They do, and they're right.
I don't
need to start-
expect someone to
Sorry, go
come at
ahead.
me and say, I don't expect someone to come at me and say, oh, B. Benny or Grandma did this. Like, we're all adults. We can't control what others say and do,
That is just what I was coming up to say. Leather is taking accountability for
Yes.
what Leather did. Leather doesn't own Bougie, yes, she has to take accountability for times that Bougie was saying stuff, but she's not Bougie's mommy and daddy. So
But
everybody,
listen, I heard, if anybody didn't hear Leather on her live, she did say she would shut them down, even like, I'm just speaking on my instance, if they tried to blast my name or anything, and I appreciate that. I hope you realize I do appreciate that, Leather. I really do.
Yes, and I absolutely will. I will. It will not be spoke on my live anymore. I will shut it down, and I mean what I say. And all I can do is prove that if that happens, I will show you. I will show you exactly. I will show you exactly.
And then I'll drop, and then you guys can have it. I'm sorry to interrupt, but my kids are crazy and it won't end well. But anyways, I just want for the people in the chat that are saying you can't hold one adult accountable for another adult's actions, things of that nature. I just want to make it known that other people, pretty much everybody on this app, has said, oh, look what they're saying in this person's chat, and they're not saying anything, and yada yada yada. So if people are going to say that, then I think it gives us a right to ask these questions, like, does Leather and Lace support the actions of the people that she associates with? I think it's 100% fair, since they also want to hold people accountable for what goes on in their own chat or in their boxes. I just want to make that known. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
And I've seen the chat say this a million times, and I want to make this very clear while we have everybody's attention. The reason that we started standing up for Petty's said situation was the child. So that's kind of what we did, was stand up for the child. We have never once defended Petty, his actions, even though it's been made out that we do and we are. No, we just want what's right's right, what's wrong's wrong. That's just all we do. And absolutely, we do call them out about kids. Hence why we was asked all these
Right.
questions.
And I want to make this very clear. I do not. I have had conversations with Bougie on the back end, and I have told her, I think you just need to let this go. This needs to stop. Let it go. Stop talking about him. And I have a text message where I have told her, I promise if you stop talking about him, he will stop talking about you. Leave it alone. This has been going on for too long. And, frankly, I think a lot of people are just, kind of tired of hearing about it. And I've told her, just let it go. Leave it alone.
I agree.
So what she does.
I was just going to say that. You can tell her, but she's adult. And
Well,
she's
I just wanted
can
to,
do what
I
she
just wanted to make it clear to the chat because I've seen a lot of people say that, and I wanted them to know that we do stand up for children. I've seen many sides, even the sides that, we say we don't like. I have seen them stand up for children. I can say that they do. We have. Hence why this live is happening now. We're asking questions to get to the bottom.
But
Yeah. And I'll be happy to answer any questions.
before I drop, is there any way possible that you can talk to them, and ask them to delete that child's letter?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it, and I know Ash appreciates it as well. And also,
I gotta give it to you. Leather feces was funny as
I'm gonna say,
give it to you. I was like, that is funny as hell.
I come up with some really off the wall nicknames.
At least you can laugh about it.
I do. I come up with some crazy ass nicknames.
Oh my gosh.
But that wasn't on. That was actually Ash that came up with that one. So
that was funny as hell, and I will give it to
that
you.
was Ash. I come up with some good ones, but Ash come up with that one, and that one, it just stuck. So, but again, I think a lot of, we've all done some shitty things, right? I think we've all said some shitty shit. We've all done some things that we shouldn't have, right?
100%.
And I think, I know, me and my friends, we hold each other accountable. If I go too far, they'll say, hey, Nikki, you went too far. You need to, reel it in and stuff.
Reel it in.
And I'm grateful for them because listen, they keep me in line because sometimes I do, especially when, my mouth starts, because listen, I got that diarrhea mouth, right? And words just fall out. So, but yeah,
and then you turn your live off and you're like, why in the hell did I behave that way?
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
I am very remorseful and I regret it. Yes.
And so and I do. Like I said, I hold myself accountable as well. I shouldn't act the way I do and said some of the shit. Yeah, I appreciate you talking to me, and I appreciate you asking them to delete that because that is a child, and that is between her and her father, and it doesn't need to be on this app.
Absolutely not. And I agree. And yes, I will speak with them and ask them to please do not ever post that again, and please delete it.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for letting me up.
You're welcome.
And since I'm so old and geriatric, sometimes we've had to walk away from people that don't have the same energies as us. So sometimes you
if the decisions I make, I have to hold myself accountable. The people I associate with, I have to hold myself accountable.
Amen.
So,
and at least in
if
all
I
honesty,
make-
we've made a joke of the geriatric thing. It's like an ongoing joke. You know what I mean? Because some of these people in here are in their 30s. We know they're not geriatric. It's just, I laugh about it now. It's like I said, it's a joke for me. But I missed a question, a comment someone sent me.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. I can get over the stupid because that's just dumb shit. Like you said, the leather feces. When whoever said that was, it
That
cracks you
was
up.
fucking great. I give it to Ash.
Listen, I've got the Crohn's disease, so I found it humorous, of course, because poop jokes aren't
Yeah.
funny, but they're a solid number 2. Okay, listen. Lame.
Oh, no, you
okay,
didn't.
someone in the chat. Someone in the chat said, "Don't know if you answered, but why did you have those pics of Muffin Kids on your phone?" Respectfully, that was someone had typed it in the chat. I missed it.
Oh.
I don't have any pictures of her on my phone.
Okay,
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
yeah,
It was a question in
okay,
the chat.
I'll answer it just because I seen that question, and we have already asked her about the accounts, on the kids that were made. So they're assuming that if you made those accounts, then you had to have those pictures in your phone.
The pictures that were posted on the page, I screenshotted those pictures. Yes, I did. Did I post those pictures?
Lord.
No, I did not.
Sheila, I was just hopping up because Holly Mae said she sent you a question.
Yeah, I
All
just
I
read
have,
it.
and I'm gonna jump down.
Yeah, I just read it.
I just wanted to let you guys know I was the one who answered that because we had seen a clip of the phone with it on there. So now that she explained that she took a screenshot, that's why I was asking, because we saw a screenshot of her phone with the pictures on it. So I wasn't saying she posted it.
Gotcha.
To be honest, Muffin Man never told me that it was leather and lace. She said she thought it was her, or like
Okay.
so. Thank you for answering. All right.
I'm going to jump down. I'm eating supper and I'm going to
I
shower and
appreciate you
talk
coming
about it.
over, and
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
coming.
everyone being respectful and not
And I did want
screaming.
to
You
tell
get a
Broken
lot further
Crayon.
this way.
Yeah, I wanted to tell Broken Crayons if he's still here. The husband's butt cheeks are peeling. So he is healing and he's learned his lesson about getting naked in the tanning bed. Just saying.
That was
If they're
that
peeling,
was funny.
if they're
too.
peeling,
And you
they're
know that.
itching. Who's scratching?
Yes.
Oh, he's walking around scratching his ass like every few minutes now. So it's pretty funny.
And like I said, those little kinds of jokes to me is what lightens shit up. My gosh.
And peace. Since you are so stressed on what I eat for supper, we're having chicken quesadillas for dinner with cheese sauce on top. And my husband fixed them because I feel terrible.
Well, that's even
So,
better.
there's-
Food's always better when you don't have to cook it.
Right.
No,
right.
I also need to ask for a piece. Do you like Doritos, and what flavor?
I like Doritos and I like the Cool Ranch Doritos. I don't like spicy stuff. So
I don't
you
eat-
can,
yeah,
you know,
can't do the spicy.
KO me out on the spicy stuff. I can't do spicy stuff. What else you want to know? The piece.
Listen,
She
Peace
wants-
just keeps us cracking up.
Peace wants to
Harmless,
know
but
when you're
funny.
gonna.
I don't leave my home except for when I go to work. So I don't go to anybody's.
Bye, Macy.
So when Peace sets up a cookout, we'll have to invite you.
Yes, just invite me to the trap house. I may have to just change my mind.
Peace, is your life complete?
Or yes, is your life complete now? Do you need to know my skincare routine? No, feral trash panda. No, PETA was never called on anybody. That was actually like
Oh, I won my appeal, you guys. Sorry, Leather. I
Like
didn't mean
a
to interfere. When I was streaming you and we were all just sitting here quietly and I got hit, I was like, what the hell?
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Oh,
And-
Moonflower, you're welcome. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to drop down, but I appreciate y'all listening to me, hearing me out, and, you know, moving forward in a positive manner. So I appreciate it.
Wait, don't drop down yet. Don't drop down just yet.
Okay.
I know that the PETA thing was a joke, and you can ask everybody on this side. I have been making it into a joke. Because I have my bag packed and I'm waiting. Yeah, I was just trying to joke around.
Yeah, it's funny. I have, like I said, I have pets, and those they are my babies. So yeah, I would never ever even allow anybody to say I'm calling PETA. No, yeah, that's stop that.
I just thought it was funny.
And I know none of us like our kids being put out there, but I also get the fur baby thing. My girl's 13 and probably not gonna make it too much longer. And I'm sorry they did that to your puppers too, Leather. It's not right.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I guess I'm weird in that aspect. I mean,
You're not.
Yeah, he unalived before we could get him to the vet. And when I say that made a grown man cry and that broke him, I'm honestly and sincere. And our sweet baby sits in a little urn on my coffee table.
Aww.
I also want to say one more thing, and then I'll hop down. Nana, nana, na to the people that are window licking right now, thinking that some of us couldn't have adult conversations, even though we quote unquote sit on different sides of TikTok. Because look at us over here, able to have respectful adult conversations, even though we may not generally hang with each other and like each other. So, nah, 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 nah.
It can be done. It doesn't take, you don't get anywhere yelling and screaming ever. I don't care who you are. You yelling and screaming is just going to get you more upset, and it doesn't accomplish a damn thing.
Well, it's just going to raise all of our blood pressures, and we're all going to go to bed mad. And nothing's been resolved. So
exactly.
I appreciate it. So
okay,
much.
wait, one more thing, Leather and
I
Lace.
appreciate you coming
I'm
over.
sorry.
Oh.
Can you let Bougie know I will always be a single parent till the day I die, because I will always.
I am not a single mother, but their father is not 100% involved in their life. My husband is their father. And so, yes, we will always be mamas to our children, no matter their age. That's just
exactly right.
Right. And yes, I am the mayor of California, by the way.
Okay, very nice. I'm just a nobody over here in Tennessee. So
I'm just joking. I swear to God, I'm not. But it's a funny joke over here. We like it.
Yeah. So we should just change it.
We don't adult over here. We geriatric.
That's right.
Well, thank you for coming up.
I do appreciate you coming up and everybody being respectful. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate your apology, Leather, more than you know.
Yes, ma'am. And I will stand on what I said. So y'all have a good night and just pray this mess
enjoy
goes
dinner.
well.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
I won my appeal too. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for being respectful. I appreciate it. I can still, if anybody's left here and wants to hear voices live, I'm still willing to play that. I don't think Elena mean to came up. But I'd rather. Thanks, Megan. Thanks, Bev. I'm not that good at this, but I can't do the screaming, shouting. I can't do the screaming, shouting because
me either. Come on.
It goes straight to my stomach and then you'd like to, if possible, please. You'd like to what, Smash? Scream? No, I'm just kidding.
Not only that, screaming doesn't solve anything. You can't get anything done.
That's what I said. You don't get anywhere.
No.
Listen, everybody's lagging. It's not just my live. Like I know the other night when Shannon was live. Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna play it. Smash. Everybody's lagging, and I know. I mean, people may have been reporting Shannon. I know I wasn't. We were watching her, but I just don't believe in the reporting. Have I reported? That one man a few times? Yes, I have, but I just think it's stupid to report because you don't get anywhere that way either, silencing people. Okay,
Can we
this
just
is Voices
normalize,
Live.
before you start Voices Live, can we just normalize saying, like, accepting apologies, but also not accepting apologies and just, you know what I'm saying? Letting it be
Mm-hmm.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
people don't
Yep.
have to accept apology in order for shit to just,
Thanks,
bro, you
God.
stay over there and
Okay,
say,
Holly Mae, you're beating around the bush. We're not BFFs with everybody.
listen, you know damn well that's what you wanted to say, Grandma.
Right, it's change behavior that makes the difference. It's not the words.
Well,
And
I
a lot of
feel-
things, it's you change behavior is a big thing, and you
Yeah.
don't change
Well-
overnight. I mean,
I
do
feel
I have
like
confidence
Sheila's
that she'll
pinching
shut
me
it
in the
down? I
back
hope she
as I
does.
talk.
You
So
said
I
what,
try
babe?
to behave. I feel like Sheila's like pinching me in the side or the back that I have to behave. So I was trying to watch my words.
She said, listen here, golden girl, get your ass.
But also for me, right? I don't think ganging up on somebody is the appropriate way to do things either. And I think we all handled ourselves very well. Some
Yes,
of
And
us,
I do appreciate, at least the not screaming and shouting. And she was willing to answer anyone's questions, which I appreciate that too.
Yeah, and it's very telling too that how your quote unquote friends treat you after shit like this happens. Just like it
Yes.
very much so is very telling when fallouts happen. Because you see how
yeah.
people react to the shit. Now you're
I
gonna
mean,
see,
I heard a lot of people got blocked today.
oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
That part, Smash.
Good love. You fuck. But like right now, she came in here and she said, her boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with her people, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm with you.
All
Like I
I can
said,
say is,
time tells all too.
all I can say before you start, and then I'm going to drop, is if I was MM and I was not guilty of anything, I would be up here defending myself and standing my ground.
Well,
I
that's the
wouldn't be.
key. When Regina asked her questions in the chat, she was not malicious. She was not attacking. She was not rude. She was not insinuating shit. Nothing. The
No,
gas station
no.
opens in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm from the nosy neighbor side where like we ask questions, and I say we as in my platform because they've came into my lives and asked me questions or have checked me on shit. And I feel like you're supposed to do that with people you claim as friends or associates or whatever the case may be. If you see something, you say something. It doesn't matter even if it's your favorite creator.
Absolutely.
Holly Mae,
Y'all, we accomplished
can
a
you-
lot before 9 o'clock p.m. What the hell?
Can
Oh, you guys
can
want to hear
you
from my?
be
Go
my
ahead.
spokesperson forever?
I think I'm very more harsh than you.
Yeah, but I'd love for you
If
to
that
be
would
my
go.
spokesperson. I would not. You can say what you want to say.
But all right, I'm gonna hop down real quick.
Yeah, me too.
The
I'm
gas
gonna leave
station
soon.
opens in like 20 minutes. But all right,
What's in 20 minutes?
I said the gas station opens in like 20 minutes.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to play as much of this live as I can. Or this
All right,
recording.
thank you, Sheila. Love y'all.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye, Bubbles. Thank you. I'll be in the comments.
bye, Malibu.
Okay, want me to drop you?
Bye. Yeah, please catch me, people.
Gotcha. Catch her, everyone. Okay, so this is from... Can you hear now, Retina? Oh, I guess not. She said yes and restarted phone. Is it still lagging really bad? I don't know if switching accounts will help or not. I just think everybody's lagging. Okay, I'm just going to go on then. I'm just going to stay here and play this. Then if we want to go to Holly Mays, we could.
I feel honored with all of you being in here.
I didn't catch this
Queen, she
from the
had that
very
one
beginning.
video to pop off, and she's getting a lot of.
And a lot of this I don't know about, so listen and
No, I don't like getting gifted. Not really. I really don't.
her voice is so sweet.
So I know I'm like
This is
Patty,
Voices
we're
live from
broke
this
up in
afternoon,
here,
guys.
So that's why everybody only gets penny gifts and heart me's from me. So. Oh yeah, I know she is very valid in her questions. I know. I also have questions since this, since it's came out, and
You know who her voice kind of reminds me of? Aunt Laura.
I'm not trying, Holly Mae. I just want to make it very clear. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not. I would just like to get things clarified like Retina does. I mean, I want answers too, because I was thrown in the middle of this. Somebody came to me that I've been watching on and off for a long time.
It does.
So, and I feel betrayed if all of this is bogus, besides the obvious, what has happened. I mean, it's disgusting what has what this is all over about. I mean,
I'm lost too, so you got company.
and if what